I'm not going to say it's an instinct because I'm really not that clever, but there are locomotives, British locomotives, that I've always thought, love to do that, want to do that. And one of them was obviously this little fella, the Hush Hush. And I liked it, and I liked the shape, and to me it just says that even if I wasn't an LNER enthusiast and there was a model available, I'd want to buy it. It's a little bit like the Rivarossi Big Boy. So many of those are sold in the UK. It's unbelievable. So it has a character. It has a presence. And if you look around at the valve gear, etc., and those pistons, and behind that, the backstory with Gresley wanting to try something different, to me, it just cried out. And I have to say, I am really, really pleased. We waited until, if you like, technology, design, etc., and the fidelity, seems to be the trendy word, fidelity that we can put into a model is available. And I'm sure you'll get a close look at this. But it is all very well saying, right, I want to do that. But at the end of the day, it has to be paid for and it has to justify. So when I look at something like that, I think, well, was it in different liveries, etc.? And of course, the actual logo was in grey. But a little bit of research, you see there was a cigarette card and they showed it in green. It was a promotional thing. So I just wondered whether, if we produced it in LNER green, apple green, would it sell? Would it move? And believe it or not, yes, it did. And somebody asked me the other day, what surprised me. Now, occasionally there are these surprises, and that was actually one of them. But that in itself was fine. The actual loco, wasn't a success. It was rebuilt to the sort of an A4 shape, and so that gives it another life, another tool that I can make. The chassis basically remains the same, the tender remains the same, so it's a body tool. So you work your sums, you look for the liveries, and the A4 shape, several liveries one can do on that, but even on that, I saw a picture and I know it wasn't silver grey, it was just the photograph, it was black and white. But I thought, in silver grey that would really work. And again, it has, and people go for it and they think, it lends itself to that. The actual model were different, changes were made, etc. And we will be able, in future models, as future years go on, be able to make these subtle changes. So they won't, always be like that. There'll be differences. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. The P2 is another one. Different reasons for doing that, but again, it was a loco that just oozed power and a reason that it needs to be modelled. So yeah, there you have it. Hush hush. I'm really over the moon with this one.